Hey, it's Brandon Fowler Hawkins here with KW Philadelphia. I have a great new addition to the KW Philadelphia here, Matt Sickler. Do you want to go with Matthew or Matt?
Matthew's good.
Matthew. Matthew Sickler just joined us in last month.
Yes.
We're going to have a great conversation. The goal of the conversation is to show that as a part-time agent you can do this thing. Because Matthew's super. I'm going to call you Matt sometimes, if that's okay.
No, that's good.
Matt is super impressive and making the best use of his time and making this thing work. So tell me a little bit about your journey to real estate. How long have you been in the business?
I actually just got licensed in February of this year. I've always dabbled in it. My parents growing up, they've been investors, so it's always been there, but it made sense to finally get a license under the belt.
Yeah. When you were thinking about getting your real estate license, was there any inclination on that it might be a little bit more difficult because you have a full-time job?
There absolutely was. Obviously because my goal is the full-time job, but being able to make my own schedule and set my own path with real estate, it's just a good opportunity.
Great. So if we talk a little bit more about your full-time job, how many hours a week do you say you'd work?
On average, 60 to 70.
Okay, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot more than the average person for sure. So how much time do you think you spend on real estate in an average week?
In a week, 20 to 30 hours. It really depends on how things flow. With the industry, I'm starting to learn that when real estate does happen, it all happens at once. But it's about 20 to 30 hours.
Great, so really not that much time.
No.
Let's talk a little bit about your production. So from February when you got licensed through today,
Yeah.
how much closed volume do you have?
Right now, 5 transactions closed.
Great.
Next month, I'll be over $1 million in transactions and some listings in the woodwork as well.
Wow, so you're gonna have $1 million in transactions over the next month.
Yes.
Crazy. Of those, how many are listings, would you say?
2 currently.
Okay.
But after next month, there'll be 4 in total.
So 4 listings in your first couple months of
Yeah.
getting started.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And, not many people can come in and do that. Have 10, 12, 13 transactions in their first 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit how that possible. How'd you do that?
It's just genuine conversation. I mean, not being afraid to bring it up, just talking to somebody. I'm not really throwing it in their face per se, but you find the right time just to talk about real estate, and you'd be surprised their family member that they might know, or one of their friends or a coworker. They're looking for help in the industry.
How do you make it a point to talk to a certain amount of people a day or a week, or what's that look like for you?
Yes, I do set goals for myself. I mean, any great entrepreneur has a business plan set up, and it's not just certain bullet points, but it's an entire aspect of your business plan. There are goals that I like to meet in a week, and I think that's been the biggest portion of everything.
What are some of your goals, maybe for contacts made? Or...
Being part-time, I reach out to, on average, about 20 people, even if it's follow-up conversation or just going to the grocery store or something like that. I count that as actually engaging in the business.
I love that.
Yeah.
Which one of the Keller Williams tools or models are you using, would you say, in your business?
My sphere. My sphere is going to be the biggest proponent of it. Utilizing friends and family would absolutely be the biggest portion.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of follow-up calls, a lot of goals for new connections and new contacts using the sphere.
Yeah.
Are you using like social media or like email systems, or what are you doing to grow
No,
the sphere?
absolutely. The social media has built a couple of the listings that I put on the market. Snapchat, Facebook, LinkedIn, surprisingly, was a really good one for me.
You usually hear that.
Yeah. And then email and text message and whatnot is another big thing.
What not having as much time as you might like to focus on real estate, what would you say are the couple things that really drive you to be much more efficient in this industry?
With that, I'd have to say time management, really understanding time management. Once I got that curve underway, it helped me basically set up what I need to set up and do what I need to do.
Do you time block like pretty much your whole entire week?
Yes. There's certain days throughout the week where I can engage in certain things, and really setting that platform for a new client, just letting them know, hey, this is when we're going to meet and this is what we're going to talk about. Having that in the back of my head and knowing when I have the ability to do that it makes them feel a little more secure that they're working with the right person instead of fumbling around and trying to figure out what works for them, what works for me, so on and so forth.
So you mentioned working with the right person, making them feel good about it. What are some things that you do or have seen other people do that you would like to adopt? Being newer to the industry, only working part-time to get as many listings as you've gotten in such a short period of time.
Communication is the biggest thing, and something that I've come across is there is a lack of communication. New clients or people that I've worked with, they've had transactions in the past where they felt like they were pushed aside or they weren't the number one priority. And you'd be surprised just to follow up text message on an open house or letting them know how a social media boost, Facebook boost is performing for them. There's definitely some curves that I've come across.
Sounds pretty simple,
right?
But
yeah.
Even in most industries in general, but specifically our industry, communication's everything.
Yes.
Everything. So how are you making sure you fit that? Do you have that scheduled, like follow-up time scheduled on your calendar and who you're going to follow up with?
Yeah, Google is actually, the Google Calendar is
Yeah.
like the best thing for tasks, setting up your calendar for your appointments and whatnot. That's been the biggest help for me. And it was trial by error. I did the paper side of it with a planner, and then I tried Calendarly, an app. But Google's it's an all-around tool that's really helped me out.
Yeah, you can link everything up to it. We use it for like everything.
Yes, exactly.
What are your goals for real estate? Maybe like your first year goal, second year goal?
Yeah, with my business plan, there was one of my biggest goals was at least 2 listings and 3 closed transactions.
Going to get a new goal.
Yeah, I know exactly. I set a money amount or a closed transaction amount of $300,000 for my first year, and I'm still going to supersede that.
Yeah, you're gonna like I said, you're gonna have 7. It's okay to reevaluate your goals at times throughout the year.
Yeah, next year's goals are going to be that much more.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll spend a lot of time going through those and make sure you're on point and have that accountability, because that's one of my favorite things to do with agents.
Right.
So, ton of great information. I really do appreciate you spending the time to talk. Basically, at the end of the day, is it possible to be successful doing this part-time?
No, absolutely. Just getting into the industry, I was a little nervous on how it was going to play out, and trial by error and not letting anything defeat you is going to be the biggest proponent. Learning from my mistakes has really helped grow as fast as I did.
Awesome. I love that. Can't be afraid to fail. At the very end of the day, and the people that won't get where they want to get to.
Right.
Are you open to having networking, having some communication with some of our newer agents?
Absolutely. They're more than welcome to contact me, or we could set up something.
Awesome. And I'm sure we'll put the contact information in the video.
Right.
That'll be awesome.
A little shout
Is there anything else that you'd like to just say before we wrap up?
Really just paying attention to the onboarding process, what Keller Williams, this office, and just the Keller Williams Philadelphia aspect is helping an agent succeed. And as long as you're following along with the outline of that, you could definitely do it.
Awesome. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, again, thanks so much. I really appreciate the time. Really looking forward to working with you more and watching you grow.
Absolutely.
Thanks.